The last lecture we had studied about the wind pollinating flower, example maize. Now we are going to study about the fertilization. Fertilization means the fusion of gamete. The fusion of gamete is called as fertilization. What is the fertilization? Fertilization means the fusion of nuclei of male and female gamete. We all know that pollen grain produces two male gametes. One is the vegetative cells and the second one is the generative cells. These both will produce two tube nucleus in the pollen tube, and ovule will inside produce one ovary, which is the female gametes. Now studying about the pollen grain, let us see the pollen grain. Here the pollen grain is there. Pollen grain is double wall structure. Outer layer will be called as exine and inner one will be called as intine. These are the two cells, tube nucleus, and this will be the generative nucleus. When the pollen will mature, then there is the particular covering which is called as the germ pore will be there. Through this germ pore there will be tube generating pollen tube, and these tube nucleus and generative nucleus will come out, and thus they will grow on the stigma of the flower. This is called as the sperm nuclei, and that will be called as the tube nucleus. Okay, so this will be generated, this will form a duplicate copy. So here will be three nucleus will be formed. This is the sperm nuclei and the second one is the tube nucleus. Now coming to the pollen grain, we already studied. Pollen grain is a cell with a double wall. We all had studied that in the mature structure, pollen have the double wall, outer exine, inner intine. Nucleus is tube nucleus and generative nucleus. At the mature stage, pollen transfer to the stigma of the same species. Now coming to the ovule, single ovule will produce single seeded fruit. Ovule have protective covering called integument. See, ovule has the protective covering. You all could see the protective covering which is present here. It is called as integument. Okay. Now what is ovule? Have a small opening called micropore enter the pollen. Here you all could see that here is the small pore that is called as the micropyle. From here only the pollen will enter. Here it is entering now, that from here will be the pollen will enter. Integument there is enclosed in the nucellus. This will be the nucellus. This is the nucellus where the embryo sac will be. This is the nucellus. The covering is the nucellus where embryo sac is being covered. And now here 3 plus 1. This will be in the 1 because it will form one nucleus. And this will be 3. 3 plus 1 plus 3. That means 7 celled stage. This is called as. So these are the ovule, and this is called as antipodal cells, and the side one will be called as the it will be antipodal cells, and this will be the synergids and one will be the egg cells. So one will be egg cells, side one will be the synergids, will be having filiform apparatus through which only the pollen tube will enter and then it will be fused. So this is the structure of ovary, or you could say the ovule. Here also the ovule is here, stigma, style and particular embryo sac in which the particular embryo sac is being arranged. Here from like this the pollen tube will enter. So these all about the embryo sac will contain 3 plus 3 plus 1 means 7 cell stage. 3 from the 3 which is 1 egg and 2 synergids. We all had seen here 1 egg and 2 synergids. The other 3 one will be the 3 antipodal and one will be central cell that is called as the polar nuclei that will form the central cell. Now how the pollen will germinate? What will happen when the pollen will enter? When the pollen will enter the stigma will release some sugary like substances which will dissolve the pollen tube, and the pollen tube when will be reached to the same species stigma, then it will start germinating with its nucleus, and then the tube nucleus and generative nucleus, the generative nucleus will divide into 2 sperm nuclei and the tube nucleus will be as it is, and then it will enter into the ovule through the micropylar end, rupturing the cytoplasm. Common cytoplasm, they will be just entering. The tube nucleus has directed growth of way down to down disintegrate. Now what will be going to happen? The one tube nucleus will be just, the tube nucleus which was coming will just degenerate. Now what will be going to happen? Here there will be double fertilization occurring. What is the double fertilization? See here, 2 fertilization will be occurring here. Two polar nuclei in order to form secondary nucleus. The 2 polar nuclei, which were the 2 polar nuclei, which will be will be these polar nuclei will be form the secondary nucleus, and then one sperm nucleus. One of the pollen sperm nucleus will come and bind here. So 2n plus n means 3n will be formed. What is going to happen? What is going to happen here when 2n means 2 polar nuclei with one pollen tube will form 3n, and 1n and n will form as 2n. So these are the event which is called as the double fertilization. What is going to occur here? See here. The first one, what is going? Two polar nuclei in order to form the secondary nucleus, and then one sperm nucleus of the pollen tube unites with the secondary nucleus. One sperm will come and will be unite with this one. Then it will form as the 3 nuclear fusion. It is called as one fertilization. After that, other sperm nucleus enter the egg cell. One will enter here and other will be entering here. So it will be enter the egg cells, and the synergids will be dissolved, and then egg cell will be, and synergids will be degenerated, then the egg cell will be formed, and this is called the second fertilization. So both this event which is occurring simultaneously is combinedly formed as the double fertilization. One sperm nucleus fused with the egg nucleus, and other will be fusing with the two polar nuclei of the central cell. One will be the fusing with this polar nuclei, and one will be just fusing with the egg cells, and one of the generative cell nucleus will be degenerated, and two male nucleus will be only present there. Now what is after this? What is going to occur after this fate of the floral part? Means what the floral part, all the walls, and what will be happening after the fertilization? The petal, stamens, style and stigma wither and generally fall off. What is happening? The petal, sepal, style, stigma will generally fall off. The calyx may either fall off or may remain intact, dried, shriveled form. The calyx means the green part, will either fall off or will be in the dried and persist like the brinjal. Brinjal we all see, na, the particular, the three structure, like this structure is being present in the brinjal. We all see that like this structure is being present in the brinjal. So what is this? This means the calyx is just persisting. So either it will be persisting or it will be detached. The ovary and lyre to form fruit. We all know that the fruit will be formed from the ovary because there the germination is being taking place, and ovule, which is the inner part, will become the seed. The fruit contain one or more seed which will develop from one or more ovulators the ovary by means of the placenta. The placenta will attach the particular will be just attached to the particular ovary. When the fruit ripe, the seed contained inside are released on one or other method and grow into new plant suitable condition. What will be happening? The fruit will be carrying the seed. The seed when will get the definite particular criteria, particular germinating criteria, then it will be growing the fruit. The fate of various part is being here. What is ovary? Ovary will becoming fruit. Ovary wall will becoming pericarp, means the outer layer of the fruit. Ovule will becoming the seed. Placenta, which is just bearing, the the particular thing, is called as, then providing the support, will be form the stalk of the seed, means that will form as a stalk. Outer integument means this integument, which is the integument present here. The outer integument will be, what is going to happen? See this integument. The outer integument means outer one will be going to form the testa, and the inner one will be going to form the tegmen, mean the seed coat. Seed coat is divided into two parts, testa and tegmen. Secondary nucleus will form the endosperm. Secondary nucleus means that this fusion, that will be the secondary nucleus, will going to form the endosperm. The best example of endosperm, the cellular endosperm, is the coconut. In the coconut, the water which is being distributed, that is the endosperm. So that will be the egg and cell and synergids will form the embryo. Antipodal cell will disorganize. This antipodal cell will be degenerated. Synergids will be degenerated. Only egg nucleus will be there. So this will be forming the embryo. This will forming the endosperm. These integument will be forming the seed coat. Ovary will forming the seed. Ovary will forming the fruit, and ovule will forming the seed. So these all are the persistent and after that development which will be occurring in the floral part. So what we already studied about the fertilization, pollen structure, ovule structure, embryo sac, then germination, what is happening and the germination after fertilization. Then about the double fertilization we already studied, where the and how the transportation, we had studied about this diagram also, that how the transportation is going to take place, about the pollen, how the pollen will enter and germinate in it, and about the floral part, that what the floral part is going to change after the fertilization. So if there any problem regarding any topic in this chapter, you all could ask me, and go through the lecture and complete the exercises of this chapter.